Hello, Mark Crossfield here. Today we've got two irons. We're going to have a quick chat about custom fitting. So I've got one that's 2 degrees upright, one that's 2 degrees flat, same iron, same shaft. We're going to hit some shots with them. Let me just show you what happens if you've got clubs that aren't made to your measurements. So in my hand I've got two tailor-made forged MC irons, okay, same head. I've got one that's 2 degrees flat in its lie and one that's 2 degrees upright in its lie. The one that is 2 degrees upright is also an inch longer than standard, so it's an inch longer than the standard length flat one. So I just want to show you what happens if you're out there using irons that aren't made for you. So if you haven't got irons that are custom fit, these are some of the problems you might be coming up with. Now, both of these irons, like I say, exactly the same, just difference in their makeup. The 2 degree flat standard length is much more closer to my specs. We're going to hit some shots. We've got TrackMan on. TrackMan's going to show us and tell us how far left and how far right the ball is going. And I just want to show you what happens when you're using something that's maybe not so good for you. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a bit of strike tape on the bottom of this iron. Give you guys an idea of where the club is striking. So I've put some strike tape on the bottom. We're going to see how that marks. It's going to be hitting off a strike board, so it's going to make a slightly louder sound. Just listen to the direction, and then I'll show you how this club is hitting the ground as it comes through. So this is the inch longer than standard, 2 degrees upright in its lie. Let's give this one a hit. Okay, that is long way left.
Side total 41.1 yards left.
41.1 yards left. Let's give that one more hit. So again, this is the 2 degrees upright and the inch longer than standard. Okay, that's just big left. Horrible.
Side total 35.4 yards left.
Okay, 35.4 yards left. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to hit one now with some strike tape again on the bottom with the 2 degrees flat standard length clubs. This one's got the strike tape on the bottom also. Just listen to the side turtles here. Now I'm trying to make the same swings on these, just letting the clubs do what they do. So this is standard length 2 degrees flat. Okay, not a bad hit, fraction left.
Side total 11.5 yards left.
So 11.5 yards left. Let's give it one more hit. So this is the 2 degrees flat standard length. Okay, that's pretty much on it. One left.
Side total 2.4 yards left.
2.4 yards left. So look what happens. Two clubs are hitting the ground in completely different places. So you can probably see there the strike here on the 2 degrees flat is much more centered in the middle, maybe a fraction towards the toe, but more centered in the middle. And then you've got the 2 degrees up, inch longer, is much more at the heel. Now what happens if your clubs are coming through and they're not hitting the ground correctly? You're going to be hitting offline shots no matter how good a swing you make, because the club just isn't designed to be hitting the ground not flat on the ground. So let me give you an idea here. Look, so this is the 2 degrees upright one. If this club hits flat on the ground, you can see that kind of wand at the end of this club shoots right at the camera. As soon as I start just picking the toe up in the air, you can see how the club face starts shooting off to the left. That's not me twisting the face, that's literally just a case of picking the toe up in the air is doing that. So what happens, that club is hitting far too toe end or heel down as it comes through. That instantly makes the club face point further left. If I catch the ground anywhere slightly early, what happens is that flips the club again, and it gets like a double left basically, which ends up going 40 yards off target. So this club is too long for me and it's too upright. Now obviously this is quite an extreme just for the demonstration. If you're a degree out or so, the results aren't going to be as obvious as that, but obviously still a degree out will make a difference over a period of time, over a period of shot. So look, if you're looking to get irons, you want to improve your golf, you want to play the best golf you can, you've got to think about getting your irons custom fit by someone who knows what they're on about, with a decent launch monitor that can give you some decent data to get you to understand why your clubs are hitting in a particular way. Because sometimes you can get clubs which are perfect physical lengths for someone, but your swing path will dictate the way these scrapes come out at the bottom. So it won't always be that the club is not set up to your physical measurements as such, is that your swing will be dictating how the club is hitting on the ground. So you need to be getting custom fit by a pro who knows what they're on about. Maybe you can shoot some video at your swing so they can show you what your swing faults are. Then you can choose to make an educated decision of what irons suit you best. So look, this is a little quick video about custom fitting. This isn't about the head sizes and the shafts and all those things. That's another day, another story. This is more about length of shaft and lie angle. So this lie angle here, if this angle isn't correct, golf is going to be harder, and golf is hard enough as it is already. Look guys, hope that helps. Hope that gives you an idea of what custom fitting is kind of about. Any comments, post below. You've been custom fit before and you loved it. Tell us, let us know what you think. You've been custom fit before and you thought you got a raw deal. Let me know, I'd be interested to hear. Thanks for watching.